Hey, brother. Oh man, does my shirt match the wall? Crap. Gee, Ben, thanks for lightening the mood yesterday. Nothing like a good heartbreak story to lift everyone's spirits, eh? Yeah. But while we're at it, I may as well go ahead and tell the story of the worst breakup I've ever gone through. Heartbreak. I was nearing the end of my sophomore year of high school and I was doing one of those whole, that's it, I'm not dating anyone else anymore, this is stupid. Things might not have been going my way. And I've been doing good on that for like 3 months. I went to the movies one night with my friend, and as I walked out in the lobby, I saw a girl across the lobby and she took my breath away, like physically. And as luck would have it, Ben, she was there with your girlfriend at the time, who was like, hey, oh my god, it's my boyfriend's brother, come talk to us. And as more luck would have it, they were there with my friend's sister, so, small world. So we went over and talked to him for a little bit, and by talk I mean, hi. And then I proceeded to think about nothing else for the next half an hour until I got home, where, as luck would have it, you run up to me and are like, hey Jay, we got our yearbooks today. And that was really cool because she was in your grade and you basically just handed me a picture of her. This was back before everyone had like Facebook. And then as more luck would have it, Mom calls me into the room and is like, hey, don't make plans this weekend because we've got dinner with the neighbors and some other family. She was the other family. Crazy. My game plan for the rest of the week was just to bring my A game to that dinner. Like I even have to try. Actually, to my astonishment, things went very well and I think I made a very good impression and I was very happy about it, except I had no way to talk to her after that. So that was a problem for like 2 weeks until I hacked into your instant messenger and found it. Sorry about that. Finally started talking to her, and to my utter amazement, it seemed like she actually liked me back, which wasn't part of my plan, Ben. My plan was to like her and then talk to her and then fail. Alright, it wasn't a great plan, but you know what? It didn't work out, which worked out, so yeah. So eventually we started going out, but I had this terrible like feeling all the time like that she was gonna discover that I wasn't good enough for her or something. And the problem is you shouldn't really be worried whether or not you're good enough to be going out with someone when you're already going out with them. They already like you. I managed to keep it at bay for like 7 months, but it was always slowly kind of building, and the real issue is that when you're in that situation, like, you have these imaginary problems in your head, and the more you try and solve them, like, the more these imaginary things become real problems, and once you have real problems, then you start actually becoming more paranoid, and the more paranoid you become, the more real the problems come, and it's just terrible big cycle that, don't worry about it, we do break up. I'm getting there. To her credit, I think she had good reason to break up with me because I was like obsessed. Not to her credit is how she broke up with me. So while she's hanging out with a friend, I see a little away message pop up on Instant Messenger. For those of you who never used AOL Instant Messenger or AIM, the away message was like the original status update. It just basically said you're not there, but most people just use it to like screen the people they were talking to. I always tried to come up with something clever to try and get like comments on my away message, which I failed miserably at. Her away message was, hey, I just took this survey on whatever.com. So I'm reading the survey and it's got all of these basic things, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, are you in a relationship? And it said, ... And then it said, have you ever been in love? And it said, question mark. So long story short, Ben, the first time I found out I wasn't dating this girl anymore was not just via away message, but was via public survey that anyone could read posted in an away message. Come on! This breakup wrecked me. Like, I was inconsolable for like a month. But on the other end of that breakup, Ben, I was a different person who had a much better perspective of relationships and how you should behave in them and what to do and what not to do. Compared to future relationships, like the actual feelings I had for that girl were like nothing. Like if you see like a little 6th grade girl or something when she's crying because she just had her heart broken and you say, get over it, you're not old enough to understand love. But that's exactly it. She's not old enough to understand it. And that's the tricky thing about love, is that for her the experience is very real. She's actually going through heartbreak. And that's kind of what I was, Ben. A 6th grade girl crying over his broken heart. But guess what? I'm alive, and anyone out there who's like getting over a high school relationship, you will date more people and it will be much, 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 much better. But we gotta talk about something else, Ben. I'm getting depressed. How about grizzly eagle sharks? Check out these submissions! Oh my god, they're so awesome and cool. Look at that one. It's fighting a giraffe. So, Ben, my question for you and everyone else is, what's the worst breakup you've ever been through and how did you deal with it? And that's it for me. See you in another life, brother.